how you doing, my man? Obviously not happy. Talk to us.
Like frankly speaking, I'm honestly just sad, not angry, because like I have this ability, let's say, to distance myself from such defeats. But I was watching this game with my brother, who is a Chelsea fan, and his friend, who is a Man United fan.
Oh my God, I feel sorry for you.
I'm not from the Great Britain, so there is not really that much animosity between fans here. So it was more like.
Where are you from, Michael? Sorry to ask.
From, Poland.
Okay, Poland.
Yeah. So basically, when this game started and I looked at the team sheets, I said to my brother and his friend that I'm not really sure if I'm happy that Ronaldo is on the pitch or if I'm really sad that Ronaldo is on the pitch. Because as the guys Brian and Sim said a couple of times, he's such a player that you don't really know what to expect from him, because he wasn't really on a good form recently, but he just has this quality, this class about him, and he showed it today. Because frankly speaking, at least for me, we were better in the first half. I don't, you guys probably won't agree with that, but at least I felt after the first half, when we went to the changing room at 2-1, that it's not that we didn't deserve to be 2-1 down, but I just felt like there could have been something more, and I was really hoping for a reaction after the break. But they just came out at the second half, and they just showed no character. They just showed no will to fight. And honestly, I was talking with Brian Daigle in the waiting room, and we agreed that not counting Kulusevski, but Kane and Son had really bad games today. Like, not only them, majority of the team had a bad game. But
Michael, can I ask you one question on that?
Sure.
I think most people would agree with you that Son didn't have a good game today, and he was slipping over a lot. Why the bench? No one said to him, "Come over, change your boots." I don't understand. That's the point of having a kit manager and a coach, is to observe and identify and correct to support.
Why would you get the boots wrong in the first place?
Yeah, but they didn't correct it. But Harry Kane, can I ask you, did he really have a bad game, Michael, or did he just not get the support? Because today, I felt, I don't think it was Kane's best game, but there was no one creating anything for him. Do you not think maybe Kane was lacking service, or did you see it in a different way?
Okay, so I agree that Reguilon and Doherty had bad games, but of course, you have 1,000 times more knowledge, more football knowledge than me.
But it's your opinion, buddy. Michael, you have an opinion though. It's okay.
So basically, what I felt like is that they had a bad game, but they created a couple of chances. Like, there was that one cross from, I think it was from Reguilon, that Kane headed when he was clearly offside, and Doherty was running behind him, right? There was a couple of chances, I feel, like a ton of fuck-ups, but a couple of chances that they created. And if Kane had a good game for me, he would have pulled those chances away. And I just really saw him a couple of times being clearly offside, clearly behind the line of the defenders. I saw him like dropping a ball a couple of times. He has this really good ability, at least in my eyes, that he can take on a defender on his back and basically roll with him and find himself in a space of like a couple of meters where he can then make a shot or make a pass. And he just didn't do that today. And let's not kid ourselves. United's defense isn't good. Like, if he does it with Manchester City's defense, then he should be able to do that with United's defense, right? But so for me, I feel like if he really had a good game, he would have put at least one chance away. At least I felt like it. There weren't many chances, but
he scored the penalty.
Yeah, he did. But frankly speaking, United should have had the penalty too, right? At least in my opinion, I think it should have been a penalty.
When was that? Well, I don't...
Right at the beginning of the game, when Dyer where Dyer hit the ball with his hand behind his back. I know that there was movement from him to.
Okay, so by the rules of the game, his hand wasn't in an unnatural position That's why it wasn't given. So the rules were followed. It wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, okay, I can agree with that. But I just okay. Maybe let me reiterate it. So I think it could have been given. The fact that it wasn't given is really good, but it could have been given, and I wouldn't be that mad, frankly speaking. But you know, the sad thing is that I had so many thoughts about this game, and right now my mind is kind of empty. But okay, maybe I would say something positive. I think that Kulu had a really good game.
Yeah, I think he had a good game.
No, we agree.
I agree, Michael, I agree with you.
We think it was wrong. It was wrong that he came off. In my opinion,
Yeah,
we said it straight away when it
agree with
happened. It was the wrong
Yeah,
call.
I agree with that.
Michael, can I ask you something actually about Kulusevski?
sure.
Do you think maybe there's times in matches where maybe Kulu would be better if he played behind Son and Kane? So Son and Kane we played them as two strikers, and Kulu plays like a number 10 behind them. Do you think there's situations where maybe we should try and do that?
Well, as soon as he got signed, I was on one of the call-ins and I said to Ben and Sim that I see us playing. What was it? 3-4-1-2, right? Yeah, 3-4-1-2. It would be.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that this role, at least from what I'm seeing from him, he's good at receiving the ball, like dribbling through one player and then passing the ball forwards, or maybe we haven't really seen him taking shots from his left, but at least it was said that he's good at that. But yeah, I think that a central attacking midfielder role would really suit him. And you said in the post-match reaction, right, that you could see him playing there, and I agree with that. I really think that he should be given a chance there.
See, I think like today he played to the left of the three, and that's where the penalty came from, because from where he was starting, he came in, beat a couple of players, put the cross in and won us the penalty. But I just felt that when Man United took off Matip and they only had one holding mid, it was crying out for us to move a player into the attacking mid role. And I thought that would have been a moment to move Kulu in, but we took him off.
Yeah, I honestly was really surprised with Conte's changes today and the way that he approached that second half, because I feel like there were a couple of chances where he could have reacted with subs and with changing the formation. As you said, we probably should have brought Kulusevski from the right side to the middle and played Kane and Son up front in a pair. And probably as sorry, sir, what's your name? The second host, because I know you are Stel.
Oh, this is Antonio. Antonio.
Iggy.
Yeah,
No, it's Iggy. It's Iggy. But he's got the Antonio flag, so I call him Antonio.
Yeah. So Iggy said that at 2-2 we probably should have reacted earlier. And there is no point in bringing on Lucas Moura and Bergwijn when the Manchester United go to a low block with 5 defenders. Like, Moura isn't going to do jack shit in that situation. Like, he can pass.
That's true. The space. You're right. The spaces weren't there.
The
spaces weren't there. You're right.
Yeah,
Michael, we brought on Harry Winks. Winks.
Can I just say, in Winks' defence, and I'm probably going to be the only one that defend him.
He put in a good ball.
He put in that fantastic ball to Reguilon. It has to be said. Wasted by Serginho.
I was about to say the same. I actually think that even though I hate Winks, like I wish he's sold in the summer. And don't get me wrong, I get that
I think
a lot of our fan base
I agree with that. I think it's time to move.
Sentiment with him. But I think it's time to move for him. But he put in a good ball. And the other thing is, who else was he supposed to bring on? Like, there is our bench.
There's no one else.
No
lack of options.
It's true.
Yeah,
Harvey
also,
White. We had Harvey White,
Scarlett,
Davinson
Rodon,
Sanchez, Scarlett, Rodon. Was it Sanchez I mentioned already?
There's
and
nothing.
Emerson. Emerson is the only other one on the bench. So when you think about it, you're right, Michael. There wasn't a lot of options.
One point I want to bring here with regards to Rodon, I actually think that this game would have been good for him, because life sometimes writes those strange situations. When United were taking the corner that they scored the goal from, I literally turned to my brother and said, they have Cavani, Ronaldo, Maguire and Varane in our box, and someone is gonna score. And why? Because I think it's just a simple thing. They are tall. Like, they are tall and they can jump high.
No,
And
you're right. It's so simple but true.
Romero is short. Like, he's a really good defender, but he's just short. Same thing with Davies, right? And I don't know why Dyer wasn't the one covering Ronaldo in that situation.
Yeah, Ronaldo is the biggest threat. You're right.
Just from like a simple point of view, our tallest defender should cover the highest jumper, right?
I agree.
And I think that Rodon is really tall and he's strong, right? And I think that if he was in place of Davies, there maybe he could have like cover for Cavani, for example, and Dyer could have covered Ronaldo. But in that situation, like literally there was this how do you call it when they rewind the recap? Yeah, there was that one shot from a recap when they showed Romero jumping up, Doherty being near Ronaldo, and none of them could reach him. Like, he literally just bodied them and had a clear shot at our goal. And just from like a simple point of view, I think that probably Rodon could have came in to secure the game. But I guess what Conte thought was that we have to win this game because it was a 6-pointer. Like, none of the teams would.
We didn't play like we wanted to win it.
Yeah, we didn't play like that. But at least from like logical point of view, we should have gone for the win. We should have tried, right? And I get that why he did those offensive changes, but as I said, there is no one to bring onto the field. Like, who else was he supposed to bring on other than Bergwijn and Lucas Moura?
Yeah,
Michael, we've got callers that we need to get through. So I'm going to ask you one last question before we wish you a good evening, and that is, where do you honestly believe Tottenham will finish this season?
6th.
So Europa Cup.
Yeah, because I feel like West Ham will drop off. I don't know why I have this feeling in me that I think that they will drop off, and that's not because they don't have the quality. They have Europa League still to play for.
Yeah.
And I'm this type of fan that always believes. Like, I that's the definition of being a supporter for me. I will always back this team, and I will always believe that they can achieve success. So I wish that we finish 4th. It is still mathematically possible, and still, I know it sounds funny, but
No, I'm not. I'm not laughing at it. I'm saying that it's hard to think of 4th spot after tonight. To be honest with you,
it is mathematically possible.
Who makes top 4, by the way? As we're talking about 4th spot, if West Ham drop off and
who gets
us,
4th? Who gets
4th? Arsenal or who else would be it?
Unfortunately, Arsenal will get it.
You think Arsenal going to do it?
Yeah, of course they are sometimes woeful, and I hope that they get a run of bad form. They have really tough challenges upcoming. Like, they have Leicester, I think Aston Villa and Liverpool, the next 3 games in this week. And I think that this will define their season. If they can get like 4 or maybe even 6 points from this, the top 4 is theirs. But otherwise, I think it will be United if Arsenal drop off.
All right, so 4th for Arsenal, 6th for Spurs. Michael, my friend, thank you for calling in tonight.
Thank you, Mike.
Brilliant chat.
Yeah,
keep the faith, man. Spurs.
Take care, Mike. Thanks very much.
I will.
Thanks very much for coming on, mate.
COYS, man. COYS.